Hello, what is up, guys? So, today I have put together a paper list so the people can see what I've gone off of. This has been a mental list for me pretty much the whole time. I just have parts and then I use parts. So, yeah. But this is the idea of what the cart is going to be so far. We have frame, rear axle. I divided this into two categories, drivability and upgrades. Drivability is everything I need to do to get it driving, to get it going. And then upgrades is everything we're going to put on after that. Obviously, self-explanatory. Triple Charged Kart. So far, for drivability, we have frame, axle and chain, front steering, engine mount bracket, frame reinforcements, driving brake pads, throttle cable, brakes in general, and caliper adjustment. I'll explain that in a minute. We still have to do an exhaust, mount the chassis spoiler, all the wheels, get a seat on here, do the lights, and paint it. So this is in no specific order. This is just how I wrote it down. And then we have, at the moment, upgrades. Body. So I have a cover tarp on this normally when I am not working on it. And it kind of looks like an IndyCar body. And it looks really cool. So I am debating about maybe doing a whole fiberglass or carbon fiber body. Of course, make it by hand. I make carbon fiber all the time. So it wouldn't be a new learning curve. It would just be a lot to do. So it's in debatability. Turbo kit. We're definitely going to turbo this thing. We're going to go full on with billet upgrades, which I didn't put on here. It's either going to be billet or forged or whatever's better than that, you know? Billet and forged internals / parts. Cool. My little gold leaf pen. That pen's amazing. So, obviously turbo kit, and then we have a supercharger kit that we're also going to put on here. We have most of the kit. It's put away in my closet somewhere. I got to go find it. But that's going to be on there as well. How we're going to get those to play together without just like sucking too much air for the fuel we're getting. We're probably going to have to convert it into direct inject and put an EFI on it, which we could also put on here. A board dropped. That's fine. So we'll get an EFI going on here as well. Pick this up real quick. Ugh. And that's probably about almost it. There's a few other electrical systems I can see us putting on here to account for how much boost we're going to be trying to pull. I don't think we're going to go the whole build without blowing one of these up. Truly, I do think we're going to blow it up. It's just a matter of when. And then after that, we have a speedometer. We're going to get gauges on here and boost gauge. So I'm going to mount brackets for those on the side coming up on both sides. We'll figure it out. And we're also going to have buttons on the wheel. We're going to drill holes for those, get that wiring done. We're going to do all custom harnesses. I don't have any spare harnesses, I guess, and I'm not going to order any go-kart harnesses. Everything's going to be custom. I'm going to make all of it myself, wire it all myself, and it should be awesome. Hydro brake. We're going to put a hydro brake on here. We're going to drift the shit out of this because of the steering angle we have. We have slightly over 180 degrees of steering angle, and it's nice. It's nice. Slightly under 180. Not over, under. My bad. And then track wheels. We're going to put track wheels on here. We're going to put, I think, sticky slicks on the back and then some more grip-orientated tread on the front. But they're going to be shifter cart wheels. They're going to be nice. They're just really expensive, so we're not there yet. And then suspension. I don't know if I'm going to just do rear suspension, micro suspension with like small coilovers on each side, or we're going to go up here and going to do like an inbound system on each side. Obviously, we're going to have to cut this and do a wishbone, or not a wishbone, but control arms and all that stuff. So that's debatable as well. I don't quite think it needs it, especially if we're putting down a serious amount of power. But if we get there, we get there. NOS kit. It's going to be full NOS injected. I'm going to do a wet injection kit. So not a dry injection kit. We're going to wet inject it. We're going to route the whole thing up. I have no idea how big this engine setup is going to get on the back with the supercharger and the turbo plus the wet injection system, and then the NOS tank, wherever that's going to go. Probably going to go under my seat right here, wherever my seat sits. Yeah. Then, obviously, the EFI and the billet forged parts. Now, the billet and forged parts, just like any other Predator 212 max out build you see on the internet, that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to do a crankcase, we're going to do a piston, we're going to do valves, we're going to do springs, we're going to put a clear one on because the clear ones are cool on the valve cover. Custom exhaust is coming, we're going to get there. We can't do a billet clutch. I haven't found many of them. And I think a normal clutch is fine, but we're definitely going to have a billet faceplate. I don't know if we're going to do a billet block necessarily. If we blow this one, we will. So, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. But at the moment, that is where we are. This is the list. We will check off as we go down. So, let's start with what we had. So, frame, obviously, boom. We finished the frame. We did finish the rear axle. The new chain assembly and sprocket is coming tomorrow, so I'm not going to quite cross that off yet. Front steering, we definitely have front steering. It steers, it goes, it's nice. Engine mount and bracket, we did put one of those on. Engine is on there. Can't draw lines. Frame reinforcements. We're going to do some of that today. We're going to reinforce the frame. We're going to cut up more metal. And then I think we're going to put like leg bars here maybe on each side just for a little leg protection. And then something here. We're definitely going to do a grill or some type of bumper because I don't want to hit my steering on a wall and just be completely screwed. That would be no fun. So that is going to be today. Drive and brake pedals, we have those coming as well. So we're going to hook all that up as well as the throttle cabler and the brake. I know we installed the brake last time, but as I was looking at it, there was not enough gap space. And this was bent, like angly, so it was giving a little more pressure on the disc than I wanted it to. So I did cut it. And today we're going to move it, position it where we need it exactly to be, and then I'm going to tack it in place, weld it up, and that should be good. So that's on the plate for today. The exhaust and spoiler. Now I do have a lot of exhaust pipe, a lot of exhaust pieces. We're going to be swapping on there, but today we might just swap this little pipe, this little piece pipe for that one, because that one's better. So we're going to put that one on this one, and it should be cool. And then it's also way more room to extend with all the other pieces I have for the exhaust. So that's going to be in the works. I don't know if that's going to be today or if that's going to be whenever, you know. Spoiler, we have to build or fabricate a chassis mount for the spoiler. I've looked them up. I'm not fond of... It's not in the budget at the moment. And we have a lot of spoiler parts. Well, they're places. So when it's time for that, they'll come out. You'll see it. It's nice. They're in bubble wrap still. Wheels. Now, for the front wheels, just regular wheels at the moment. I do have those two, which don't fit. So today we will be cutting them up, mocking them, and making them fit for now. until I get the track wheels, which we later on talked about. But this is all for drivability at the moment, and once we have it driving, then we're going to be able to point out way more issues and fix stuff on the way. So that's the plan for that. Seat. I do have a seat for this. It's in the house. I haven't brought it out or put it on yet because I currently use it around the house. So when we get to the seat, we're going to be bringing that out and putting it on. It's just a basic plastic seat. I am going to get an NRG seat in the future. So that will definitely be the plan. We can also, I guess we could write that on here. And steering wheel. Cool. Now, let's see, where were we? Lights. I do have a light kit. I have front lights, and I have a rear-ish indicator light. It was for a motorcycle, but we're going to try to make it work. They're over there. They're trail lights. So once we get the grill or guard on, then we're going to put those lights on. We're going to see where they mount up. That's going to be nice. We're going to get those working. I have them wired off my own harness onto a 18-volt battery system, so I will be using that. It's like a drill battery. It works so nice with these lights. Plenty of power for hours, and it's not gonna, we don't have to run a giant battery setup here or wherever it would be, and everything's gonna run just fine. And then we're gonna have electrical on the bike, where we can also use to run our dash and steering gauges and whatever else we put up here in this area. Let's see. Paint. At the moment, I have an idea for color. My favorite color is purple, so I do want this like a royal purple, the whole thing. And chrome, we're going to keep all the chrome. We're going to make the chrome look nice. We're going to touch it up and make it chromy. And then take everything off, axle off, engine off, steering off, obviously. Paint the whole thing royal purple. That is the idea. I don't know when we're going to do that because at the moment I only have pink. I have a bunch of pink paint, so it might be going pink. I'm okay with that as well. We'll see. And then that's it for drivability. Like I said, today we're going to get to, let's see, it's a longer video. Today we are going to finish frame reinforcements, and we are going to maybe touch on the exhaust, and we are going to fit wheels and maybe do the lights. So that's the plan. Let's get it.